the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Colts at 9-2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Right. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Back deep is DJ Chark. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw, it's Allen. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Thomas, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 11. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. They're going to look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now a handoff up the middle. It's right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Take it in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll keep it on the ground. Right. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Working with a 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. And Thomas has it. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Allen again. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. To the air, Allen. And Shark hauls it in. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before half for Allen. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. And that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league. And every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Back to Taylor on first down.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Allen. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. That play seems to never work, but they were able to draw him off on 4th, and now it's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards that time for number 14.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley Cox from 21 yards away.
And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Looking to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal.
He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, it's Allen.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will not only not give the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
In motion, the tight end. He'll look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football.
Jerk.
But you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend
Jerky.
even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And Cooper is going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking
looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On play action, they'll throw.
That's caught by Pitts.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
10 seconds. Strike 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Back to throw again. Going for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Back to throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
So it's a win here for the Colts. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for the Colts, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.